Hi, I'm Julie Pham. Welcome to the CuriosityBased channel. Today we're going to talk about what does success look like and what does success feel like to your team, to your organization from your perspective. Now, before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and please follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. You can find the links in the description below. So now let's get started. What does success look like? What does success feel like? This is one of our most popular workshops for teams. And I'm going to give you some insight on how to do it yourself. So the first question to ask is, what does success look like? And that is something that is tangible, measurable, or an event. So it could be something like increasing revenue by 20%, or it could be launching that marketing campaign, or it could be going IPO. And then the second question is, what are the activities you need to do to support those visions of what success looks like? Then the next question is, what does success feel like? How do you want people to feel in this org, on this team from your perspective? Whether that's you're the CEO or the intern or the VP of sales or the engineering manager. And then what do you need to stop doing? What's preventing you from feeling success? Oftentimes in companies, what we see is people are so focused on these SMART goals, on hitting these tangible, measurable goals, and they lose sight of what success feels like. And that's really the culture piece. So also when you do this, when you think through what those goals are, I want you to also think about a time frame. It could be next quarter, it could be 6 months, it could be 12 months, it could be 18 months or 5 years from now. It just helps you organize your thoughts. So let me take you through some examples. Example of what does success look like? So you could say that success looks like we need to increase employee retention by 10%. And a follow-up activity is we need to understand why people are leaving. We need to do these exit interviews. So that's a very tangible activity as well. And let's say that what success feels like is we want to feel connected to one another. And so what do we need to stop doing? We need to stop waiting for other people to connect with us. Stop waiting for other people to reach out to us. So now the third question is, well, how does my to-do list and my to-don't list compare? Well, in this case, they are actually they're in alignment with one another. You've got doing exit interviews and you've got don't wait for other people to reach out to you. There's no misalignment there. They can both coexist. One of the things I have to warn you about is that people can find it difficult to come up with what success feels like. In the business or company setting, it can be easy to come up with these SMART goals. And yet sometimes when I ask people, what does success feel like? They still can't come up with feeling words because it can be quite unusual in an organization. Yet feeling words are what constitutes culture. And so feeling words, intangible, usually one word. So it could be connected, accomplished, pride, ambitious, bold, stable. So those are the different kinds of feeling words. Just keep that in mind. So here's another example. Now we could say that we want revenue to increase by 30%. And the activity we need to do to support that is we need to be monitoring people's use of their customer relationship management tool. We need to be monitoring salespeople's use of that. So then we can say success feels like empowerment. Well, you know what we need to stop doing is micromanaging. So monitoring people's use of their customer relationship management tool and stop micromanaging. I think that might be in misalignment with one another. And so when you see that, then what you should do is, well, what part of this do I need to change? And in this case, I can still keep my goal of increasing revenue by 30%. I just probably have to change the activity. And perhaps the activity that I want to do is not monitoring people's use of their customer relationship management tool. Maybe it's doing more sales training to up-level the salespeople's skills. And then I can keep the goal of increasing revenue by 30% and also keep the feeling goal of feeling empowered, and also the to don't, which is don't micromanage people. You're not going to micromanage people if you give them more sales training. So see how that works? It can help you identify where are there misalignments and alignment, because you want things to be aligned. You want people to feel success as they are working towards what success looks like. Also, one of the other things that people have a hard time with is this to don't. Sometimes it's just, oh, well, I can't think of things in terms of what I need to avoid. Remember, this exercise is really just reframing how we look at things. And so I know it can be a challenge, and yet we ask you to try to reframe it, because sometimes we have these really long to-do lists, like I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. And the reason why we create this to-don't list is actually there's a lot of power in saying, no, I'm not going to do that. And that's enough. That's actually going to get me somewhere if I just say I'm not going to micromanage. I'm not going to wait for other people. I'm not going to try to do my employees' work for them whenever they have a problem. So just think about the things that you aren't going to do. So now I want you to think about look at your organization, and what are some visions of what success looks like to you? Remember, measurable, tangible, or event. And what are the activities you need to do to support those visions of success? And then think about, what does success feel like to the organization from where you sit, and what do you need to stop doing? And then compare those two. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I certainly have enjoyed sharing this framework with you. And please don't forget to hit that like button and leave us some comments. If you are new to this channel, love for you to subscribe, and also turn on that notification bell so that you can get more alerts about when we're going to be posting next. My name is Julie Pham. This is the CuriosityBased channel. Want you to think about, what does success look like to your organization from your perspective, and what are the activities you need to be doing as a team that are within your control to support those visions? And then what does success feel like to your organization from your perspective? And what do you need to stop doing? What's preventing you from feeling those?